No, this man talks about
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. Hey. You know my pride was colder than Chicago in December. Hey. My bitch came up in ankle with her mama was her daddy. And when I'm in the Midwest, she say holla at your family. My dog paid me that cup, taste like candy. My dog out laying the law, ain't breaking no laws, out serving all the rock. Southside still fucking in the car, still flipping in the car, still shooting at the car. Little hot box smoking out jar, now I'm fucking on the star. Hold up, I got a call. Bitch said that I'm a cool cat. Fuck that, tell them bitches I'm a top dog. Get shot, roll up when I let the propane outside, but the niggas doing donuts. Yeah, got the money in the headlight. Big dog every time we hit the red lights. Just shine, ain't nothing but a good day. Don't die, ain't teach him how to pump fake. Big shot, I ain't tripping, I don't wanna lose count. Talking my shit, it was just us, bitch. Fuck it up, drive, hop in my ride, pay me that Dutch, bitch. On the west side, on the 110, swinging my nuts.
What up, people? It's me, it's the host with the most. It's Rye Guy. I'm here in the green room. It's TGR 905. It's the Green Room Podcast. I'm here with Jay Bills.
Walk on, people.
And I'm here with Nico Suave,
aka Bruno Bars.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I feel like I'm at this point where I could just say anything and then Mans will just be like, geez. I could just be like fucking slimy frog or something. Like that. Be like, oh.
Slimy frog. That's how you say it, bro.
That's exactly how I feel sometimes when I listen to the bars and like some of the ad libs on some of the bars that I'm spitting. I'm like, oh, that's so lame. But like, Mans just chase. Chase.
It's a energy and ambiance thing. I mean, like, I guess this is a good segue into like a proposal we should make. I know we've talked about it before, how for extra content in terms of like bars,
film the bars
for public listening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we like to fucking freestyle a little bit after episodes.
just a little
just
bit.
Whatever. You know, I think people who don't do it don't understand that it's a very therapeutic thing.
100%.
It's like a release, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like an energy release. It's like a creative release. I mean, you can compare it to a lot of things in life, but that's one of the things that
like coming.
Exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, if you like, I don't know if you guys want to comment or fucking DM us about that idea.
If you want bars,
making it public somewhere. Like we've thought of the idea of releasing it on Patreon.
Yeah, something like that.
Might do an OnlyFans. I don't know.
Might do an OnlyFans.
Definitely might do an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But before we get to like our main topics of discussion today, obviously we're a little bit short today in terms of team members.
Yeah.
They're missing.
We can't find them.
You're MIA still.
So if you have seen them, you know their whereabouts. Let them know the man damn are worried about their whereabouts.
Tell them they gotta show up to work.
Tell them the people want the TGR podcast to go on.
It's all good because I think all of us, what is it, all five of us together is, you know, a great thing in itself. But we're just trying to push the content, you know what I'm saying? For us, for our viewers and shit. So we made this rule: if we got at least 3 mans,
come true and link up.
3 amigos,
and we got something to talk about, some things to talk about. Why not, right?
Bare things to talk about.
But one thing I wanted to mention actually before we get into it is the intro song by Isaiah Rashad. He just dropped an album. I'm not too sure if you guys are familiar with his work. It's called The House is Burning. Okay. It has been 5 years since he dropped a last album.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I remember last time.
Which is pretty crazy. He's on the same label as Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, and all that stuff. So, yeah, this album is dope.
It's greasy.
Like, I've been running through it.
Yeah.
It's vibe. It's like the perfect album for summer.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sleeping.
You are sleeping, bro. Wake
sleeping.
up.
All right. Imagine napping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up still.
It's got bare tunes on there still. I'm not gonna lie. I just wish it had a Kendrick feature though.
Yeah,
even a Schoolboy Q feature.
He didn't have Q or Kendrick.
That's the thing. They don't do a lot of
No.
like joint songs together for some reason.
But don't they do like a joint group together? Like, don't they have like a thing they do? Isn't it Black Hippie?
TDE. That's their record label.
But don't they have like a... Oh no, Black Hippie is someone else, isn't it?
Black Hippie is...
Isn't that cute?
I know what you're talking about.
That's good.
I thought that was a thing they all do together, a bunch of them.
Black Hippie was a thing.
So
I gotta look this. I mean, there's a fucking computer
maybe
in front of
him
me
and like
right
ASAP
now.
Rocky.
Man's
or
got the
something.
computer and
I'm
he's
thinking
sleeping.
I don't know.
Sleeping. Why is everyone sleeping?
What?
J-Rock, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q,
This is them.
Absol. Okay, so basically it was TDE before they expanded.
That makes
It
sense.
was Black Hippie. I guess before they officially became a label.
Yeah, that makes
That's what it
sense.
was. But yeah, I mean,
that I was just offering as a possible explanation as why they don't do
no, it
features
makes
on their
sense. I
solo
completely
stuff.
forgot about Black Hippie.
Because it's like you essentially do like a group album with people,
Yeah.
so you might as well just
Yeah.
people don't necessarily want to hear the same thing all the time.
That's like TGR dropping an album and then, like
Bars.
no features or something from Linkin.
Well, it's like if I made an album and not one of you guys
features,
featured on it, just complete solo or next man, some random guys,
like Sean
Trap
Desmond or
Daddy
some
Flex,
Trap Daddy Flex.
Desmond.
Trap Daddy Flex.
bro.
I'd be cheese, bro. I'd be
I-
super cheese.
If I got
wouldn't support
Sean
this.
Desmond to do a track with me, you know that shit would pop.
1000%.
Maybe, bro. Maybe, bro.
All people need to see is Sean Desmond, and that's
Like, hold
it.
on, that guy?
Yeah.
What? He's back? Yeah, I got spitting bars in the cut. dude.
Yeah, and they're like, who's this other guy? So much greasier than Sean Desmond.
And that's how everything pops, bro.
But yeah, that's my album suggestion of the
I'm also a better dancer.
of the episode, I guess.
I heard that.
Episode 48.
What was the album called again?
The House is
The
Burning.
house is burning.
The House is Burning. Is it episode 48? Is that where we're at now?
It is, man.
Jesus.
We're getting there.
So we're looking for suggestions on what to do for episode 50. I mean, we have some ideas, but we're open to hearing other ideas. Just in case someone has an idea that we're like, you know what, that's kind of greasier than our idea, so let's do that. Or let's incorporate that with our already pretty greasy idea. Because the Mandem and TGR podcast always come up with greasy ideas.
That's facts.
And so do our wonderful, wonderful followers and listeners on Spotify and YouTube. Huh.
All 1 million of y'all.
All 1 million Milla people.
Miller people.
You know?
Link up.
Milla people.
Miller
Oh,
people.
shit.
Trust me.
Miller person.
You know? So you mentioned OnlyFans earlier
I did.
about we should start an OnlyFans. I mean, I'd be down to
Exclusive content, yeah.
I'd be down to show people the bars again.
Just straight
You know,
bars on
if
OnlyFans.
any OG fans who especially those who maybe listen to us on Spotify, maybe looked at
Yeah.
some of our early episodes back in the day. We were actually just talking about before the episode. Like, we would record an episode and we'd talk for like 30 minutes and then it'd be 45 minutes of just man spitting bars over like lo-fi trap beats and shit.
Yeah.
And occasionally be a little boys to man them in there.
Ridiculous.
And
bars.
it was awesome.
We've thus changed our ways slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were more obviously content oriented now,
Yeah.
topic oriented, which
Yeah.
brings us to the topic of OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Only them.
Right, guy, you want to touch
So
base on that?
basically, just
I'm sure they've heard of the
if you
news.
haven't heard about what happened already,
Yeah, they definitely.
it's pretty simple. Essentially, they put out a statement saying that I think it was either coming September or coming October.
It's October.
They were going to
It's October? Is that what
they
you
were
said?
they were going to get rid of essentially X-rated content.
Yeah.
So, if you don't know, there are a lot of influencers
Bear influencers.
who their bread and butter and their one of their major streams of income happens to be some risque X-rated content. So obviously those people weren't too happy about it. And then
Yeah.
you got the fans of those people that pay money for that shit.
Which is fucking
interact with
crazy.
Them Simps. That shit's
Them Simps.
crazy.
That's crazy.
And obviously them Sims are internet nerds, most likely, most of them. So
Jeez. I
you
can't
know,
hear
you
that.
don't
Get your
think
money, girl,
when
but
you
that's
when you
crazy.
do something that you sort of attack something that internet nerds love, they ain't going start freaking out and shit. Yeah. And then if you're also hurting people's pockets at the same time. So obviously they got some pretty bad backlash for that. And today, the episode will be released later, but today, on this very day that we're recording the episode, they recanted their statement. And basically we're like, you know what?
My bad.
We're going to continue to be inclusive. They use the word inclusive because that was kind of the big play. Is they're
y'all do your freaky shit and keep the cash
because we're doing something you don't understand. Simple. You don't understand it, kind of thing.
Yeah. So what is
you're discriminating?
Was OnlyFans originally like a Patreon type platform?
That's essentially what it is, as far as I know.
I don't know. I fucking have no idea. Yeah. I honestly thought it was just like a nudie thing, where you just upload your X-rated content if you're just like someone who's just trying to make cash.
Yeah, that's how a broke host could come up really quickly.
I mean, there's other influencers that generate a lot of revenue for the platform.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of those other ones that generate a lot of revenue.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But like, you can't even get mad at it. If that's the play, that's the play. People
that is the play. Like, I can't, I can't hate on that on that finesse.
Why like, and they can't discriminate against the people that want that shit.
Yeah.
And the people that create that shit for those people that want that.
Yeah. I'm not saying I would do it, obviously, but I mean, if it's lucrative and you're making money off of it, and you're comfortable with doing it by any means, like do that shit. Do that
your own
thing.
person.
Get that guap.
Yeah, for sure. If you can make someone baby cash for some small shit, girls
whatever.
Taking pictures of like their feet and shit like that. I heard.
I'll take pictures of my feet. I'll take pictures of my feet and sell it.
For real, bro.
I'll do that. I will do that.
So we are officially setting up a TGR OnlyFans, but it will only be pictures of our feet.
Yeah.
I'm down for this.
I feel bad for whoever.
One toe at a time, though.
Just because I do not groom my feet very well. I got some.
Who does, bro?
I have to groom my feet. Yeah, I train barefoot.
You kick
a man in their chest. Just cut them. You don't do that in the neck or something.
But I'm not saying that they're pretty. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty fucking bruck up.
This guy's got some pretty feet, is what he's saying.
Nah. Maybe only our OnlyFans members will find out.
Only one way to find out.
Tune in
Hit that subscribe button.
Crush it
And enter your credit card details.
Exactly. Make sure you do that first. But
make sure you do
it's
first.
weird because it's like they know it's their only form of essentially revenue that's coming into OnlyFans, which is from the explicit content, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that they would even think about getting rid of it,
stupid.
Like, I get it, I understand. If you look at it from like a corporate level, from a business standpoint,
they're trying to get investment.
Right? Yeah.
But the thing that's like YouTube taking down their videos. Like, yo, you can't watch videos anymore, but you can, I don't know, listen to videos, listen to things.
Well,
really?
It's censorship, basically.
Yeah.
It's censorship.
Yeah.
Saying you can only use this tool how we allow you to use it, not how you want to use it. Both for creators and for
I guess
consumers.
That's what it comes down to at the end of the day, censorship. Because it's like YouTube. YouTube is the same thing. Same with Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You make a wrong hashtag and they'll fucking ban you or something like that. It's weird. It's like the times, I know it's sort of turning in this topic is turning into like a hard left or hard right, but it's what it is. At the end of the day, it's what it is. That's just it. That's why, and this is completely off topic, I believe that blockchain is the future, because blockchain is decentralized, right? That's whether it be currency or content. Nobody can own or control it because it's uncontrollable.
It's out there.
It's just out there. Literally, it's just out there. But that's
on
my
the
opinion.
block.
That's intense.
Any last thoughts on OnlyFans?
I just thought it was fucking funny.
So yo,
it is funny. It's funny that they retracted it so quickly. It's just like a complete U-turn so quickly.
So now this is a crazy question. I was asked this the other day. So yo, if your girl was doing like pictures of feet for OnlyFans,
pictures of feet,
and, like her feet, and not doing nothing like crazy, but like just her feet or something stupid like that, right?
Shit, I'll buy it.
And fake tits or some shit like that. Would you let her do that for cash to come up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's her choice.
Looking's free.
I
Touching costs extra.
I agree. because I had a conversation with someone that I will not obviously name.
Literally be probably one of the biggest investors if my girl.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like I want to see that shit. Like, you know, obviously I'm gonna be the one that she sends all the content to her. Is this good? Is this will be okay? I'm like,
we're like, yeah.
Like if it's nothing too
those
crazy,
simps are gonna love that shit,
bro. If it's nothing too crazy and you can come up off it, it's like,
you know,
is that really a bad thing?
I just think I think like it's a good question. It's just out of our, like, obviously we can have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
But it's the woman's choice. So like,
of course, it's her choice.
That's what it is at the end of the day. And I guess this is like the main issue with the world right now is that we're removing people's choice to do something of their own willing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something that they're aware of the information on and they're just like, nah. Don't want to do it.
That's literally the number one issue that revolves around our planet right now is the freedom of choice or lack thereof freedom, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Facts.
I mean, that's like the only thing, one of the only things we can hold on to is something we can't buy, you know?
Yeah. You know what
it's something we have to fight for. It's something we have to earn as the people. And I think we've earned that, but it's slowly fading away, unfortunately. It's fucking shit.
It's all part of an experiment, my friend. And the experiment's a big joke.
I agree with this.
We just haven't figured out what's funny about it yet. But I'll tell you one thing. You wanna know something that's fucking wild about like these OnlyFans chicks? One of their like streams of revenue that I've heard of is guys will send them pics of their dicks and like pay them. I'll pay you $50. I'll send you a pic of my dick and then you rate it.
No, I've never heard of this in my life. That's fucking crazy.
This is a legit thing. It's like
really?
it's like if OnlyFans had like a regular website, like if an OnlyFans person had like a regular website and it did services, like here are the kind of services it did, like, oh, I'll do a shout out where I'll scream your name while I'm getting fucked or something, or you know what I mean?
That's a thing too.
I don't know. I
wouldn't be surprised. I don't know.
I'm only telling you what I know, but I'm just trying to like give you ideas. Like here's a service. One, I'll send you pictures of my feet. One, I'll send you a video of me playing with it, kind of thing. One, I'll send you a picture of me dumping fucking water on me or some shit.
Fucking milk or some shit.
That's the next service. And another service is you send me a pic of you pay me to send me a pic of your dick. I'm the female influencer, okay? You pay me to send me a pic of your dick, and then I'll rate it. I'll write you a description of how I rate your dick.
I'll give you a 2. Get your game up, nigga.
And they make cash for that. Like there are people doing that. Like, are you what?
Yeah. That's wild, man.
I don't know.
That's wild.
I guess there's people who are like tapped into the bullshit, I guess. Because I feel like we're all tapped out to that shit, bro. We don't really, that's nothing that would even come in our minds, bro. Physically.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I don't even know what to think of it.
It's just sad.
Heads are hurting out here, bro, I guess.
It's sad that there's some dudes that are just that lonely. You can't just meet a girl and then send her a dick pic and just hope that she send her a dick pic without paying, like a decent guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let her know first.
But like,
and then ask her to rate it. She might rate it. You might not even have to ask. She might say, "That's a nice dick," or she'll be like, "Why the fuck are you sending me this shit, you fucking pervert?"
Yeah, I don't know. How
sometimes you gotta shoot your shot.
That's super weird.
Yeah, I know. Like, but dudes are weird though. That's the thing, though.
Well, yeah,
that's the problem.
There's like
dudes
weird, that are gonna pay for women's bathwater and shit. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you do some crazy shit like that. It's like, I understand why you're doing all that shit and paying cash for it, because like you're not gonna be able to pull a normal girl like that, bro.
It's just sad,
man. I wish someone bought my bathwater,
bro. I'm selling my. Bro, who wants this cup?
I'll buy it.
$49.99.
I'll pay $56 for it.
$56. It's sold. I'm not even gonna allow the auction to be open.
That's how OnlyFans started.
Anyone else. That is how the OnlyFans began.
Oh shit!
I can't wait to drink out of that used cup.
Yeah, you're gonna. You know what? You can actually probably get my DNA from it and build a clone.
That's why I'll pay $56 for it.
You can build like an android clone of me.
Jeez.
Could be. But
A synthetic Rye Guy.
I do have a question for you guys. What?
Jeez.
Since we're off the OnlyFans topic, finally.
Sure.
It's
Yeah,
okay. I just talk about bathwater and shit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyways, what is 5'8", 125 pounds, and has no emotions or feelings? It's not your ex-girlfriend, J Bills. It's the Tesla bot, people. It's the Tesla fucking bot. It's the Tesla bots.
Jeez, he got me.
I'm sure.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I stayed up till like 4:30 a.m. jotting down ideas and then didn't get any sleep. No, I'm just joking. I'm not a fucking loser.
Can you imagine?
Anyways, I'm sure everybody's
wouldn't
heard
make you a
of the fucking whole Tesla bot idea.
I heard of the idea. Tell me more.
And like, it's inevitable. Just like how we talked about how man's going to be in space in 30 years, this is inevitable too.
Man's gonna be fucking robots. They're already fucking dolls. Gonna be fucking robots.
Yeah, I know that's one of your topics that you like to indulge in.
What are you talking about?
Sex dolls and shit.
Well, yeah, because what? What the fuck?
Did you ever?
This man just shot at me. Like, that's shots fired. What? Excuse me? No, I always think of that movie fucking
Ex
Machina.
Ex Machina. Such a good film, actually.
Yeah. They're making sex
That's
bots,
like a
bro.
9 out of 10. But she wasn't. The thing
But
about
the
that
other
movie.
the other girl was essentially a robotic concubine on top of being like the fucking personal assistant.
Yeah.
And that's what they were eventually going to turn her into, too, or a weapon, one or the other.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. That's a thing.
Okay, yeah. No, I agree with this.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing.
I
Just
guess
because I bring it up in topics.
I know. I'm not saying it's your thing. I'm
your
just
You know
saying-
what? You know what? For me saying that, but whatever that term is, like, let's say it was like homosexual, the kind of person who's into that kind of thing, they'd be like, "Oh, Ryan, you're being homophobic or whatever, whatever it would be for the you're being technophobic."
Technophobic.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be technophobic. I'm just like, bro, like that ain't my thing, but I know it's a thing.
Smash machines.
Those dolls ain't cheap either.
Anyway, so this Tesla bot,
shit.
designed by Elon Musk.
Elon.
So its head will be built with an autopilot camera, the same that's used in those Tesla vehicles, right? To sense the environment, and it will contain a screen inside to display its information, or outside. So it internally houses and operating Tesla's full self-driving computer. So basically, they're gonna put a fucking Tesla car into a Tesla robot,
That's a trip.
right?
They're giving the car life.
Essentially, it has a name too. It's called the Dojo supercomputer, which sounds pretty cool to me.
The Dojo supercomputer?
Yeah.
That's swaggy.
It's the same technology used in the Tesla vehicles, which helps. It literally, this was in the article, it helps train cars to navigate city streets without human assistance. Train cars, train them as if they're fucking living things that can learn. It's all in the wording, man. It's all in the wording. It's weird. So basically, they're like, why would you develop these Tesla bots? Well, obviously, because it's the next generation of automation, right? So it's they're meant to be general purpose bipedal humanoid robots, J-Bills, capable of performing tasks that are unsafe, repetitive, boring, redundant, you name it. That's from the Tesla website itself.
They're gonna basically take over all the jobs.
They're ending workforces.
Well, yeah, you could see it now, right? Like, it's kind of a side note how Taco Bell wants to open up complete self-serving restaurants. So you just drive up, order it on the screen, and then it pops up by fucking, because it's fucking Taco Bell, right? They don't cook shit. So they just like probably warm stuff up.
I'll still go to Taco Bell.
Giraffe meat
Taco Bell
and shit.
slaps. I don't care what anybody says, bro. I grew up in that generation where Taco Bell,
Crunchwrap Supreme with a fry supreme.
bro.
You're laughing, bro. That was a good lunch,
Beef
bro.
burritos all day.
If somebody, one of the first questions you should ask a person you're trying to get to know is, do you like Taco Bell? Yes or no? Simple.
Facts.
You know what's crazy about Taco Bell, like wanting to be essentially the restaurant of the future, is in the movie Demolition Man. Taco Bell's the only restaurant that exists.
Because they're not serving
Predictive programming, bro.
Taco Bell won like the restaurant wars or some shit.
I can see this. This is so odd.
Say something like that. It's fucking
He outlasted
the
everybody.
only thing I don't understand from that movie Demolition Man, which is a great movie if you've never seen it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Fucking Wesley Snipes is
Classic.
brilliant. Simon Phoenix. I still don't know what the 3 seashells are for. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't. I've only seen it once, and it was a very long time ago.
So Sylvester Stallone, it's like a cop in the 80s who's known for doing like these destructive things, but is a good cop, but essentially gets framed by Wesley Snipes, Simon Phoenix, for blowing up some hostages that were already dead in like a building when he was trying to like
false
catch 'em.
flag.
Anyways, they both get put into a cryo prison. And then,
not those cryo prisons.
and then
Those are the worst.
Simon Phoenix is up for parole in like, in the future, and then he ends up escaping.
Like a real one.
So
This definitely sounds like a 90s
so in
movie.
in like the future, everyone's peaceful, so nobody like understands combat and shit like that. Like there's no crimes,
So
there's no
they're
murders
simps.
or anything. They're all simps.
Probably like
And then
OnlyFans.
so Wesley Snipes just fucking mans up, and they're like, we don't know how to.
Of course, Wesley Snipes is fucking simps up.
Yeah, they're like,
That
we
sounds like
don't know
Wesley.
how to deal with this type of thing.
Sounds like Wesley.
And then why does this keep happening?
Who's that guy?
I don't know why, but for some reason, they'll never hear this, our listeners, but for some reason, every time I'm playing like our like background music playlist, it like all of a sudden starts playing some random Mark Cuban playlist in the middle of it. It's
That's
so
weird.
weird.
Because Mark Cuban is our
Cubes.
you know?
What was I saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they end up like regenerating, like taking Sylvester Stallone out of cryo prison to go hunt down Simon Phoenix because he caught him in the past.
Of course.
And so when
Why
he first
wouldn't
gets thawed, he like goes to the bathroom. He comes up and he's like, I don't know how to tell you guys this, but you're out of toilet paper. And they're all like, fuck is toilet paper? He's like, yeah, and on the shelf you got this little, or sorry, where the toilet paper is supposed to be, you got this little shelf with the 3 seashells. And he's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
But nobody ever explains it. So apparently there's no toilet paper in the future. There's just a shelf with 3 seashells. I want to know what the 3 seashells do. That's the point I'm making. I know it's severely off topic.
It's very off topic, but it's okay because we can always revert back to topic, so it's all good
We have the freedom. It's called the podcast.
for now.
3 seashells.
It's a 3 seashells. Bro. Yeah, but
It's a greasy movie.
yeah, Tesla Bot, greasy movie. I will check that out. It's probably so
Taco
dog
Bell,
shit
the
right now.
restaurant of the future.
Yeah, restaurant
Catching
of
us
the
back
future
up.
because everything's gonna be automated now. You know what I'm saying? Like, grocery stores with their self checkout. Banks, automated, all that shit. Cars, you name it, whatever. Anyways, so Elon Musk, excuse me. When he was interviewed when he dropped the bomb on wanting to create a Tesla bot, he said that you can outrun it and you can overpower it, right?
Sounds like the opposite. You can't outrun it and you can't overpower it.
Because in the past he's rallied against the use of robots as weapons
The facade.
and warned against what artificial intelligence might develop into and pose a threat to civilization. He said, I think this was on the Joe Rogan podcast too, that it's the biggest risk we face as a civilization, which is artificial intelligence, which is weird because, he's Neuralink, fucking Skylink, Tesla bot. It's kind of all over the place. But yeah, I mean,
sounds like to me.
It's come to a point where we just have to accept
What's happening?
the technology that's in front of our eyes, because technology doesn't develop at the same rate it did 20 years ago. It's one of the things that exponentially grows as we sort of grow as a society, as a civilization, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it took fucking 10 years or something to turn like the size of a terabyte into something that we can hold in our hands. Right?
Yeah.
Now the technology that's advancing is so quick that we can barely keep up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever heard of Boston Dynamics?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I talked about this on the
we
podcast
talked
anyways. But essentially they develop robots on the regular. That's like their number one job.
Yeah.
Like they wake up, they're like, hey, I'm gonna fucking develop robots because we have the funding to do so.
Yeah.
And the robots that they've been
Time to
developing,
make the robots.
yeah, straight up, that's what they do. The robots they've been
Fuck.
developing is fucking crazy. It's like you
Something
watch the
extra.
video, which they released from Boston Dynamics. It looks
Talking
like
about the
CGI.
parkour one?
It looks like CGI, yeah.
Yeah, the parkour one was
Yeah.
nuts.
It even has they even mimic micro adjustments that humans do when they're off
Like,
balance
like
or
licking and shit.
when they're just staying still or when they're running or when, you know, you've seen the video. These fucking robots be doing backflips. I'm not lying, J Bills. I'm not lying. I wouldn't lie to you, J Bills.
Yeah, eh?
Of all people, I wouldn't lie
I
to
believe you, dog. I believe you,
Uh,
dog. Holy.
They're fucking doing it in tandem too.
Yeah. Basically doing like, have you ever seen the movie Ocean's 11? Basically doing
course.
shit that the amazing Chen did.
Okay.
essentially.
That's
But I can see obviously there's
as far as.
implication, like positive implications for like industrial purposes and stuff like that. Like even warfare, I guess. Because let's face it, there's always going to be conflict as long as we're alive, no matter what.
Facts.
The day that we're a society that doesn't have conflict is the day that we're a dystopian fucking future. It's either all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's unfortunate.
Balance.
So yeah, obviously there's like purposes for it, right?
Yeah.
Of course. But just like everything that we talk about, there's always implications. Have you guys ever seen Animatrix?
Yeah.
You see Animatrix?
Yeah.
I
Long time
don't
ago.
remember, but
I think
I've
you would
seen-
The
if
different-
you watch it now, as opposed to when it first came out.
It's like the different mini little like animations.
What is that word that we
how long
used
that
before?
10 minutes?
And it's like Love and Robots. It was a word that we used to describe a series of little
an anthology.
anthology. Thank you, Raga.
Yeah.
It's an anthology
So-
of different stories in the Matrix.
Yeah, an anthology is stories that don't necessarily connect.
Exactly. I think people would appreciate it now at this day and age, especially as opposed to when it first came out. Because when it first came out, just like the Matrix itself, that shit was way ahead of its time.
Substantial.
Anyways, there's two parts called the Renaissance Part 1, Renaissance Part 2. I'll give you a quick breakdown because it has everything to do with the Tesla bot. So basically, the people in the future became not so technologically advanced. They found the technology to develop robots to do all the bidding, right? Like labor, all that shit, whatever. But as the years passed by, we got too comfortable. The artificial intelligence that was embedded in these robots started to develop and learn, right? And I'll get back to learning for artificial intelligence soon. They started to learn and experience things that humans do, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess that's how, at least in that series, that's how it works. So they became self-aware,
That's a problem.
right? And when they became self-aware, they stood up for other robots. They're like, "Yo, Bill's robot friend, like, what the fuck, we shouldn't be
good.
treated like this, right?
You're right.
We're
yeah, fuck.
technically alive. We should be treated like living things."
Yeah.
So there was an uprising. And then the humans were like, "Fuck this. These guys are just robots. Well, let's trash them all." So they trashed them all, whatever.
Jeez. Oh yeah.
And then there was what happened? There was like a lapse in my brain. Anyways, I think they started their own society. Which is fucking crazy. Like, you can't make this shit up. This is genius stuff. They started their own society in another part of the world where they had their own little country, robot country, let's call it. And then they started developing more AI and more robots that were more advanced to do their bidding.
Just so
But because they're robot friends, this is like the most layman terms I can put it. Like, this is the worst description. Anyways, they started wars with the humans
yeah.
and they were losing badly. They were getting fucked up because, robots or technologies they're expendable.
Yeah.
Right? They could just replicate each other
Consistently.
like that. So after the wars, hella people were dying. Humans were like, fuck this. Let's do something drastic, which is what humans do.
Always.
Because the number one power source of these robots is solar energy.
Oh shit!
Destroy the sun.
They didn't destroy the sun. They developed technology to block the sun. The sun UVA, UVB rays by essentially covering the sky with, you know, thick black whatever smoke or some shit, so that robots can't gain their energy and, you know, execute what they need to do.
And they end up fucking up the planet.
So then robots were like, oh fuck. Like we don't have an energy source. We need an energy source. So the robots developed the technology to use humans as an energy source.
Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, that was
I've
crazy.
definitely never seen this, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's short too. It's not like
quick.
2 hours. It's literally both chapters is probably like 45 minutes.
I'm in.
Each.
So then obviously I don't want to, spoiler alert, I should have said this a long time ago, but anyways,
That's crazy.
humans wanted a truce with the robots. So they're like, they all came together, the world robot leaders came together in one room, and they're like, all right, robot leader was like, all right, let's truce. But then the robot leader blew everybody the fuck up. Yeah. And then now it's robot world. Yeah. And that's how the Matrix is. Anyways.
Yeah.
Not saying that Tesla bot will amount to that.
Correlations.
Correlation is not causation. However, I'm just saying
there's a chance.
There's always a chance of anything.
Always a chance.
That we've been predictively programmed to see the end before the end, and the end is nigh.
Yeah.
Well, it is from the dudes that created the Matrix, right? They were on some next shit.
It's technically like the Bible if you think about it. Sure, it's gonna happen in the future.
And the reason why I wanted to, so yeah, Tesla bot, robot world, maybe not, who knows? Just saying that that's the extreme end of things, and it's an amazing anthology
extreme end.
that I suggest everybody should watch, especially because the animations are fucking dope too. Oh my god!
They're crazy. I think I have it on disc actually.
Yeah, it's on. It was originally on DVD, which like nobody has now.
I had that.
Yeah, that shit was lit. Anyways, before I stray too much into this, because you know we can go down a fucking deep rabbit hole. Yeah. Robot hole. Robot rabbit hole.
I'm not linking up with that.
The reason why I mentioned artificial intelligence learning is because I recently watched, well, not recently, I watched this documentary a couple years ago. It's called AlphaGo. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
No, I haven't seen it.
Essentially, it's it's a really good document. It's on YouTube. It's free on YouTube. So essentially, Go is a Chinese board game. It's like chess, but on crack and PCP and methamphetamines.
Jesus.
So you think chess, one step or one move has, let's say, for reference, 1,000 different options where anything can go. For Go, every move has probably 1 million.
Jesus.
It's literally infinite, the amount of moves that can be that can be done on the board game of Go. Literally every game from now until the end of civilization, and until the end of that civilization, and until that end of the civilization will never be the same. There's just too many things that can go on in that game, even though it's the most simple game. Just look into it when you have the chance. I'm not trying to explain it because I'll probably do a horrible job. Anyways, like chess masters, right? There's like different chess masters around the world. Like Jay Bills is like, you know, chess master of Canada. Like whoever wants to be fucking wicked at chess has to challenge this guy. Anyways, they have Go masters around the world. But there was this
Doesn't a Go master kind of sound like a gym leader in Pokemon?
It does.
The Go master.
It's essentially that.
I'm going to the palace.
You literally go to master and you challenge them.
I challenge you.
They probably won't even look at you. They'll probably be like, who is this?
You don't even know how peasant.
Yeah. But anyway, so there was this company, a tech firm. I think they're funded by Dell. They developed an AI called AlphaGo. And their sole purpose was to develop the AI to beat the number one player in the world, some Korean guy. Right?
Makes sense. These guys are greedy with it.
So what they did is they built a program and they exposed it to 1 million of the top games played by the top players that's available on the internet, right? Because people play Go on the internet, right? And stuff like that. And then after that, they exposed it to another 1 million games, learning from those games as a precursor to understand the moves, the strategies on, on different gameplay. And then they're like, all right, let's challenge the European champion, smack the European champion.
Makes sense.
And then they're like, all right, let's challenge the number one guy, the Korean guy. I think they beat him 5-0. And obviously Korean guy had an existential crisis because he's like, yo, I dedicated my life to this. Why is a fucking program beating me? It's supposed to be a program. But the thing is, that's crazy, right? Obviously a program can do that because that's what programs are. Yeah. That they're programmed to do that. The thing is, what they noticed in one game, I think it was like the third game of the series of 5, is that the program made this move that was technically an incorrect move. Like, you shouldn't do that. That's wrong. That's a wrong move. But it essentially, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this, but essentially everybody was like, why did it make that move? Like, fucking, you shouldn't have done that. But it was learning on the fly. It wasn't basing anything off of its previous games it was exposed to. It was like, it was taking risks.
It was trying something.
It was trying something. It was being creative. It was trying something. It was taking risks.
That's scary.
Because they think it's a program, it's linear.
Nah, but actually it's just doing its own thing.
And then it did this, and then obviously it related to winning the game because it threw everything off, which is something you can't teach. You can't program a computer to do, right? You can't teach them.
It's almost like giving it a soul in the sense.
Essentially. It's like giving it intuition. You know what I'm saying? That's literally what it learned.
That's true.
On the fly. It learned how to be intuitive.
That's scary.
Tesla bot.
That's scary.
So you're saying the end is nigh. You're saying we're all gonna die.
Like, hold on,
very
this guy's
soon.
A little different right now.
We're just gonna be energy food for robots.
The thing is, like,
we're gonna be like those vampires in Blade Trinity, just up in a warehouse being fucking drained, or Matrix, I guess.
The thing is, like, Tesla bot in itself is not. It's not a threat unless it has the AI from AlphaGo, unless it has the physical capabilities of Boston Dynamics.
Well, how do you know that those things, it can't learn those things?
But that's what I'm saying. We're just here at TGR. We like to put, the puzzle pieces together.
So basically, we're fucked.
I'm not saying that's a thing. I just thought it was interesting that.
Basically, I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Everything you just told me, I'm gonna stay up looking up everything I can about how I can stop the fucking upbringing of robots and artificial intelligence that are smarter than me, more creative than me. Not on my watch.
At least watch AlphaGo or Animatrix if you're gonna stay up.
100% going to watch Animatrix before bed.
I kind of want to look for that in my room. I know I seen that disc somewhere.
Yeah, I also want to rewatch Beast Wars though.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting topic because Tesla bot as the main topic, and then the surrounding evidence of the AI, Boston Dynamics, and everything. I mean, it's whatever. That's my contribution.
That scares me, to be honest.
But the thing is, it's something we can't stop it.
We can't stop it, but it's just like knowing that it's coming up. It's
Bro,
like,
I just came up with a great name for an 80s band, okay? The Fun Police, and your album, your first album is called Evidence.
Evidence, I like it.
For Evidence.
For evidence.
Evidence. I forever dance. Dancing.
Oh, shit.
I forever
like
dance.
a funky beat in the background.
Yeah. Sorry for...
No, it's all good. I was done. I'm done talking about my...
Yeah, like...
speculations.
Everything that you're doing, everything that you're saying is giving me so much anxiety.
I'm sorry, bro. That's not what I intended to do.
Like, and you know where it's learning things from here too. Like, it's learning things from here. It's learning things from here.
Like, look at all the movies that have been like
preparing us for this.
I'm telling you, it all goes back to that episode that we talked about, predictive programming. That's literally what it is, bro.
So many shows that.
And I hate to sound like a fucking nut job, but aren't we all at the end of the day?
Program?
I feel like some of the most sane people are the most insane people. Does that make any sense?
Sane people are the crazy ones.
Does that make any sense?
The ones that everyone
I don't know.
else.
You let us know.
No,
I agree.
The people who are programmed.
Those are people that are tapped in.
Are the ones that are sane. But the people who are not programmed.
Or are we just labeled as insane?
I think you're insane if you have an outlier of an idea. If you have a different way of thinking about things.
There's this amazing quote by Marcus Aurelius, which is actually written on my closet. I don't know why I don't have it memorized by
Marcus
now.
It's written on your closet.
Well, I have a whiteboard on my closet.
Okay, so it's on the whiteboard on your closet is what you're saying.
Whiteboard on my closet.
It would have been a lot harder if it was on
Just fucking forever on there.
Just forever on there. If anyone comes and buys the house, they gotta have that quote. That's fucking funny.
Okay, it's the object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Marcus Aurelius.
That's dope.
That is a greasy quote.
And it will forever resonate from then and way beyond us and our time. Because it's true. I live by that shit.
That's
real
crazy.
shit.
I think once you relate to not necessarily people like Marcus Aurelius, because that's pretty crazy, but once you find commonalities in things that support how you're feeling, you tend to find solace in that thing.
I agree.
Which, can go either way, right? Confirmation bias, but
I agree with that.
I confirm my biases. I'm always right.
Pretty much.
Marcus Aurelius.
That's what he did say.
He said that
verbatim.
It's a real quote.
I
think that was his first quote too.
Yeah.
I think that was like the first words.
I know what's good. Y'all don't.
I'm the smartest man. Now all y'all better go fight
Marcus
some
Aurelius.
tigers.
The Marcus Aurelius.
I'm the smartest man in the world. Now all y'all go fight some tigers in the middle of this coliseum.
Man's like the
distract
Marcus,
the people for me.
You're so. Oh shit! I needed that.
Make me want to watch Gladiator now.
The Marcus Aurelius.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? This is TGR.
We should get Russell Crowe on the cast.
Russell Crowe he'd be lucky if we'd even let him on.
Yeah, it's true. It's actually true.
It's facts.
Russell Crowe's like a D-list celebrity compared to
actually
TGR.
Yo, don't disrespect Russell Crowe. Like
I would never disrespect.
Man's made a gladiator now.
Listen, I also really like the movie Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind is great.
That's a good one.
American Gangster was
American
amazing.
Gangster, yeah.
I was gonna say, and I also like LA Confidential.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Never seen LA Confidential? Rollo Tomasi? You don't know that shit? Oh. That's one you gotta put on your list. Russell Crowe, Kevin Spacey, Guy Pearce, a couple other people, Kim Basinger. It's a greasy movie, bro.
Okay.
It's like cops in like LA. Danny DeVito's in it. Danny DeVito's a beat writer. He writes for a book, a magazine called Hush Hush.
It's like Danny.
It's like a tabloid.
DeVito.
Never. I've heard of it. I've just never seen it.
It's a good movie. 100% you would like that movie.
100%.
100%. I'd say you give it at least a 7.
That's huge.
That's a high rating for this.
I read it. He's very confident, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I know movies that you said you like.
I think it already gets a 6 minimum because of Russell Crowe. So,
Like
well, I mean, pre Scandal, I would watch anything with Kevin Spacey. Not a fucking.
What did he do again?
I think
he did some shady
I
shit.
think he
bro.
like raped a guy.
He raped a
He's
guy?
gay. Like the whole
course
scandal
he's
like brought out that he's actually he's homosexual or he's bisexual.
Yes, but he raped a guy? Was like in jail or something?
Like a young actor. He didn't like rape him, but like
Yeah, I think it
like
was
Harvey Weinstein raped him. You know?
It was
Like how
wild,
Harvey
nigga.
Weinstein with the female actresses essentially did that kind of shit. Made like advances to this guy and stuff.
You want to make it in the
I don't know if you raped him exactly, but obviously whatever he did was enough for him to get canceled and seriously canceled.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey, that's my boy who did the whatchamacallit?
It's my boy.
No, not my boy. What's his name? What's that show? That was dope, and he's like presidential and shit.
Oh, House of Cards.
House of Cards.
House of Cards, yeah, that was a greasy show. I remember that, and he's just doing these things now.
Yeah. Well, not now. He did.
Yeah, I don't remember. Honestly, it happened so
maybe
long
now.
ago. I don't even remember.
I feel like I remember this happening, but I just went to my mind.
I remember the actor who was like the main person who was like calling him out and shit. He was in Dazed and Confused. There's a lot of
Seth
people in that
Rogen?
movie though. No, it's like some blonde guy. I totally forget his name. He was also in the movie Road Trip. Have you ever seen that?
Road Trip?
Yeah.
He was
That was a great movie.
he was the essentially the guy who was like the villain in it. The blonde kid.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's wild, yo. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I probably knew, but you know, I was just out of my memory bank. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. How did we get to Kevin Spacey? We were talking about movies. We were talking about LA Confident. We were talking about Russell Crowe.
Backtrack.
Coming back to where we were. Yeah, Russell Crowe. I mean, I try to think if there's another movie, but whenever I think of Russell Crowe, I always think of that episode of South Park.
which one?
You know the one with South Park where they're trying to watch the Tim and Eric trailer?
Oh, yeah.
So they're watching Russell Crowe's like show where he just goes around the world fighting people, and he's just so ignorant. And he has like his like sidekick is like a fucking boat named Tugga.
South Park
Tugga.
is so ignorant, man.
Oi, you wanna fight?
It's pretty
You
good.
fucker. It was pretty jokes.
You could pass as an Australian guy, man.
G'day, mate.
Yeah.
It's because I used to watch that movie Crocodile Dundee as a kid all the time.
You know who is the greasiest Australian of all time, bro?
Hugh Jackman.
He's out there.
That's a good one,
He's
though.
up there. Steve Irwin, bro.
Fuck, that's what I was gonna say.
The goat.
That's awesome. Yeah,
The GOAT.
that was a very.
I can't
he
believe
was
Stingray got this guy, bro.
He was a
Stingray's
fucking
gotta get
genuine
somebody
dude, though.
someday, bro.
Damn, bro.
He was a genuine dude, man.
He solidified my love for like anything like animal related, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he made me want to become someone who wanted to deal with animals.
Nah.
But you know, that's just a kid's
No.
dream.
I watched him with like crocodiles and shit, and I was like, this guy's fucking
He
nuts.
seems like he's on one, but like, holy.
But he,
Yeah, like putting his head in
looked-
crocodiles.
He seems like he's
head
having
or
fun. Yeah.
mouths and shit.
He
Enjoying
seems like
life,
he's
though.
having fun, you know.
Yeah.
So I was always very like respectful of that fact,
Yeah.
and just you watch interviews of the guy. He's just a genuine guy.
No, he was a happy guy. Like
Yeah.
he's
Living life, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
he wanted to protect.
had to fucking-
protect wildlife.
Getting an adrenaline fix by putting his like
He
sack in
definitely-
the
he definitely-
crocodile's
yeah, he-
jaws, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Definitely had a problem with that. Like,
Wow.
nobody wants to address that shit, but bro,
Yeah.
you gotta be fucking wild to be trying to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Didn't he put like his daughter in
You hungry?
crocodile's jaws or something? I don't know.
Oh,
shit, I don't think he
Maybe
did
I'm
that,
making
though.
that up.
Nah. No, but if you ever watch interviews with that guy where he just, or if you talk about people who talk about him,
Holy
like,
shit.
Not just fucking place his daughter in the jaws. Just
like nobody has bad shit to say about that guy, other than the fact that he was fucking crazy. Because he was.
yeah, but
You have to be crazy to do
fucking,
that shit.
Australian dude who deals
He's
with fucking
crazy.
crocodiles, man. Of course he's crazy, man.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit. It's one of my biggest fears in my fucking life. Crocodiles.
crocodiles.
Fuck that, bro.
Hippos, dog.
Crocodiles, hippos,
Hippos,
rhinos,
sick.
bears,
I would not
fucking
do
mountain
that.
lions. I'm not trying to fuck with any of those things. Fucking miniature jellyfish in Australia that can sting you and murder you. Fucking spiders that bite you and poison you,
Australia's a
paralyzed,
thing,
dead.
bro.
Fuck
Australia's a
all that shit. Fuck Australia. I love all you people out there in Australia.
Shout
I
out
have
to all our
problem with you,
Australian
but
fans.
I'm probably never coming to your ends because everything there wants to kill me, and I already got enough things trying to kill me where I'm at.
He's got ops on his block.
Bear
But
ops
yo,
on the blood.
Australia's wild right now.
Yeah, it's a team.
Wow, what's going on there?
Fucking.
I'm tuned out, man. I don't want to put on the depression machine
As I tuned in.
and look into that.
No,
news.
I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Me myself, I can't help it. I just like to be aware of what's going the fuck on because you notice a trend, and you can sort of predict what's going to happen, right?
But it's never a good thing
like to
that I'm
prepare.
predicting happening. It's never like, oh, this good thing's about to happen.
Nah, but like it's like you can.
When was the
prepare.
last time you? But hold on. When was the last time you like predicted? Oh, this really great thing is gonna happen soon. When do we ever make predictions of the future that isn't self-involved, where we're like, this is gonna be amazing for everyone, for the world? When was the last time you made one of those? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Tesla bot.
You think that's gonna be good for the
Just
world?
joking.
Oh boy.
let's go down that road.
No, they're pretty.
Shit.
It's pretty crazy down there. It's like here, but on steroids.
So here's the question:
Sure.
Yeah, it's fucked.
are we at a point in our lives, because I mean we're in our 30s now, are we at a point in our life where we've just we're done making, if it's not like like, oh, like I'm gonna do this next year, I'm gonna do that next year, but we're talking about the world, the outside world, not the intrinsic world this literally is our intrinsic universe right here. Talk about the outside world. When was the last time you made, like, had positive vibes or positive feelings about where things are going, how things are heading? I'm asking the question, have we reached that point in our life? Have we hit that threshold where we've passed the point where we're like, we're not so optimistic about the future? We're like, nah, shit's just gonna keep getting more shittier, and they're gonna slowly take away our rights over and over and over again until there's nothing left, and we have no control. We have not enough choice or too much choice. Without choice, we're in Bandersnatch, where we're actually not free at all, because our choices are only the choices that are provided to us, not the ones that we can creatively come to.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we were just.
I know I just went on a tangent, but
the times, the generation we're living in, and the times that we were born in and raised up on,
Completely different.
it's
It's like night and day.
yeah, it's different. It's like half of it was spectacular.
yeah,
Not
Amazing.
saying right now isn't.
Nah.
I'm just saying
not.
in terms of everything else, the way the world is moving.
Yeah.
well, so I mean,
We had a lot of freedom back
I would
then.
love to talk to fucking kids and find out what they think.
Kids
Yeah.
are just.
You know,
They don't know.
are they
don't have
optimistic?
comparisons.
They,
though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I mean, though. Could they be optimistic, or is it just basically there's no fucking reason to be optimistic ever?
How's it?
But you have to hit a certain age before you actually realize that.
So like, how is it going to be for a child to be optimistic when they don't see any optimism around them at all?
Yeah, I think we're bombarded with all this negativity.
All this bullshit that's always just feeding into people. So like, look how easy it is to get information, and the fucked up information is getting fed through faster than good information.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So you're saying they might be worse off.
100%.
I don't know.
The threshold might be getting lower and lower.
It comes to the certain few kids that are obviously going to be above the
They can't-
bullshit.
they
and
can't be
can help that
exposed.
to be better for the future.
More and more kids are being earlier
everyone,
exposed
right?
to shit.
You
Yeah.
think about it, like Tesla, all these people, these guys were kids at one point and they were the future, and now this is what they're doing now. So you never know, there might be some gems that come up and help the
100%.
future too.
Yeah, I'm
You never know.
I'm definitely optimistic, but I'm more optimistic of my personal future as opposed to
Yeah.
But that's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
else.
Outside the personal future, when was the last time you had optimistic feelings?
I don't know. I can't say it's
Except for
it's hard,
the last time I can remember having any optimistic feelings, and it's the most bullshit answer, and it doesn't work, but I'm just saying it. Kawhi went to the Raptors.
That was some
Kawhi got
optimism.
traded to the Raptors. That was the last time I remember being really optimistic about anything. And then after they won a championship, I was a little bit optimistic that he would re-sign. And then I woke up.
Yeah.
I was gone.
Actually, that's how I kind of feel about Chelsea right now, to be honest. Now that they got mans like Lukaku, now I'm very excited. But other than
Didn't
that,
he cook the other day too?
Yes, he did. That he did. So it's like, that's just something like that. But like, those are like small things.
I think the
Nothing worldwide.
like the secret. It's not really a secret. Is to
Secret. Whisper.
Why doesn't anybody know this? You ever watch that documentary, The Secret?
no.
It's the intro to it is so fucking funny, dude. It's so fucking corny.
I know this is a cliche answer. But like, if you're optimistic about you and your kin and your future, that obviously translates into optimism that surrounds you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Like we mentioned before, there's always going to be conflict. There's always going to be shit. There's always going to be, you know, negativity. And even though it's like increasing at a quicker rate than it is now or before, I feel like to focus on you and self-improvement little by little, day by day is what brings future for yourself and for your because like, yo, to me personally, I'm trying to make bank so that I can travel the world with my girl, right?
Money is freedom. Trying to make that freedom, bro.
Go fucking hiking in the mountains so we can eat food in Italy, so I can train martial arts whenever I want to, so I can do TGR podcasts or
make that
film
freedom
with fucking drones or something, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Porn.
Write music, write
OnlyFans.
anything. But because you know, those are just like within reach, within grasp of me, of my surrounding. That definitely, I look forward to that. Like I don't wake up and be like, fuck, man, you know what I'm saying?
No, like that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the more you preoccupy yourself with stuff you enjoy, the more life becomes bearable in a sense, right?
I think I meant more so like just optimistic about the world outside. Like,
yeah, but like
for example, I just thought of one thing that I'd say I can say I've been optimistic in the last years about is that like psychedelics are gonna get legalized or at the very least decriminalized within the next like decade or so.
Right.
I'm pretty optimistic about that. Not just because financially that'll do good things for me, but just because I think if it does do what it can potentially do,
which it definitely can.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's gonna help a lot of people, and that makes me optimistic.
Yeah, and it's hard because like, especially people like us,
and people be free to expand their minds more.
we like to read in between the lines. We're sort of specialized in that.
Yep.
We sift through the bullshit. You know, we hear one thing. At least I can't speak on your behalf, but I know you guys are pretty much the same. Like, you hear one thing, but you don't take the word for it. You want to sort of explore other alternatives,
Find more information,
right? And then extrapolate your opinion from that, right? Which is what everybody should do technically, instead of just
informed decision making.
right, you know. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but anyways. Yeah,
There's lots to be optimistic about. I'm optimistic about the fact that we just did our first 3-man podcast.
Is that the first time?
And I think it was the first time, except for I think we discussed this earlier, a
Just the first
Zoomcast
threesome.
where man's yeah, it was the first threesome. They call it a tripod.
Sorry. Menage.
It's a menage. And you know, I think it went pretty well. I'm pretty optimistic about it. I think it'll come out well.
Definitely.
100%. How you mean?
I don't know if there's anything else you guys wanted to touch base on, but
I think that was it. I think that's all we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
we've been on.
Definitely, the Tesla plot was the thing I wanted to hear about for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we were supposed to, that's for sure.
I mean, we were supposed to hear Sammy's story.
Yeah.
We were excited about
Well,
that
that's a good
for next week.
preview
or whenever.
preview,
Sammy's
whatever.
story next episode.
A little good teaser. Good
Yeah.
teaser. Sammy's story part 2.
Yeah, the part 1. Yeah, we had part 1. That's
See what I did there?
Yeah,
We're back.
From 4.
Back in
I
time.
think that was the 3rd or 4th
Predictive
episode.
programming, bro.
Oh, shit.
Predict that, Daddy.
Predicted the program. That's what we do here on TGR. But yeah, I mean, that's what else. It's just a link up thing. You can always have good conversation, whether it be 2 of us. Would
Maybe-
still be a good conversation.
Maybe we'll do it Tuesday.
but not
one
by
day.
yourself, because then you're just a nut job.
So you know me and Doc, man, they're just out here
You
talking
guys just
my
wait.
wants. I think I could
Wait.
do that. I could probably do that.
Hold your
Me,
tongue, because episode 49 is gonna be a Rye Guy special.
I'd be so cheap.
It's just gonna
Releases it on Spotify.
It's just gonna be me down here, just fucking in my robe, talking bear shit.
You know,
I'd record it, bro. I'd
leaning
record
like
it.
this. You know, man, they're just out here.
I'm
I'd
just
be
gonna
like-
be drinking and smoking the whole episode,
I'd be
talking
like,
shit.
I'd write to YouTube. I'd be like, and Instagram. I'd be like, this guy's talking about fucking vaccines and natural immunity. Ban his ass.
Man's eyes just
They'll
get
ban
red.
you so quickly, bro.
Yeah.
Quickness, bro.
I'll be talking about how weed makes you immune to COVID.
You don't even need to worry about that.
Bro, I'm never gonna get
Smoke
COVID
kush.
because I
Smoke
smoke bear kush. I read that somewhere and I believe it.
I read that somewhere and I believe it.
That's enough for me. I didn't even look at the
I'm
source.
so cold, bro.
Said by some guy.
Said by some guy.
Don't know who
Didn't even
said
spell
it, but
guy
I
wrong.
saw it and I was like,
It's
say less.
you.
Say less.
Dr. Jane.
Say less. You're telling me I'm immune from my weed smoking?
Oh, word?
I'm gonna go smoke this spliff now.
Shit, by for some guy.
But yeah, on that note, I guess,
Only with Grabba in it though. Remember that.
thank you again for tuning in.
Yeah.
TGR905.com, TGR_905 on Instagram, Icarus.4K on Instagram. We'll have the links and stuff. Show us some love. Don't forget to crush that fucking like button. Crush it.
Crush the like, hit the subscribe.
Just hit it with a
Follow
hammer.
on
Follow and link
Spotify.
up with that man. Them.
You know, do those things that, you know, people do when they like people. Because we like you, so why don't you like us?
Yeah.
Follow.
Yeah, and let us know if I know we pitched this before and we mentioned it in the beginning of the episode, if you want that extra content where we just talk stupid shit.
If you want to
over
see
beats.
dick pics, we will.
Nah.
If you pay us, we'll send them to you so you can rate them.
That's what he said.
We're changing the game. We're flipping it on set here at TGR.
I rating no dicks, but
No, I'm not saying we're rating the dicks. They pay us for a dick pic, and then we allow them to give us the feedback.
what you think about my dick?
It's the opposite way.
I'll do it for a rack still.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
two racks.
I'll do it
Yeah,
for
so if
100
you
bucks.
if you want to receive a dick pic along with the opportunity to provide us feedback on what you think about said dick pics, 2 stacks, and you can get all 3.
Nah. Yeah.
3 cocks for the price of 2.
all right, I'm cut.
I'm off
I'm
this.
cut.
I'm off
Anyways,
this. It's too much.
thanks for tuning in, and
yeah.
episode 49 next episode.
Yeah, and follow our OnlyFans.
From a distance. I rate that. Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god, my neck.
My back.
Oh shit. That was fucking hilarious.
How long was that epi?